Please, come sit with me a while, my beautiful child. There's something I must speak with you about for fear that our lives will divert down the same route. A fickle heart isn't what I believe you will bear to suffer, for my boundless love for you exists before I've even met your mother. But our blood's habits show that type of heart is the kind you'll want as your significant other. So humor me as I try to answer this question before it's even come up, when you ask me how many times before you should just give up. For Grandma's life was my example, heeded like the words of the wise, her taste of loneliness but a sample, that you could be thin, smart, beautiful, yet no man ever asked her ring size. Yet I was born believing in these same lies. Soulmates exist and they're never what you expected. You must compromise, realize that this person is a prize. And don't let them forget that you love and respect it, for the love your love gives you is said to wash away all of your issues. The issue was that Grandma never spoke to me on how to handle this. I had to learn to reinvent the wheel, simultaneously swerving out of crashes. So, guess how many times I've heard a woman say that priceless gift? I'll love you, Ryan. I'll love you up until my dying day, type of ish. Well, if I traded in that priceless gift for equivalent wealth, I'd be the richest lone wolf on earth, howling at the moon in sickly health. For a heart feels like it's stripping years from your life, when the one who's supposed to heal you causes the greatest strife. See, something happened over time, so don't believe society's misconceptions. Not all assholes of love are men, and men tend to be the biggest bitches from normal perceptions. Lone wolves aren't alone because they don't want a pack, and the curse of the hopeless romantic is that no matter how many times others cause cracks, your heart always remains intact. But intact doesn't mean there's no pain and it's all fine. It just means you may be too stupid to give up after all this time. So remember this one thing, if nothing else. True love exists only when it's reciprocated between both selves. If you think you love them, or vice versa, and they don't feel the same, then you have to realize that love ain't the case. And once you do love them, you'll never stop. So be cautious to save face, because you'll have to learn to live without them once one of you has moved on to a new place. In all, the answer to the question is much simpler than you think. If after all I've endured, you remain a part of my imagination, then I'm sorry, but the world is a much crueler one than we see. But if I am blessed to have a smiling face for the story I can tell, then, so long as you heed my example, my beloved child, all will be well.